Welcome back and thank you for joining me. I have been away for a little while and a lot of things have been going on. But one thing that everybody's been talking about, and I know there's a million videos out there about Shea moisture.
People would like throw stuff in my hair, and then I'd just be walking and there'd be like little paper balls in my hair. I hated it because it's like, oh, I have this, and people make fun of me for it.
It was lots of days staring in the mirror like, I don't know what to do with it.
I just didn't feel like I was supposed to be a redhead. I dyed my hair blonde for 7 years of my life, platinum blonde. I didn't really embrace my natural hair. But then, as I got older, I learned how to do it, and I learned how to love it. Shea Moisture, holy grail right here. It just gives us all the results that we need. It's kind of that go-to product.
I think a good hair day is the best kind of day. I feel like I have conquered the world.
I love my hair. I love the volume. I love the curl. I love the texture. I love everything about it. Everything about it.
Everybody
gets love.
Argan oil. I just use a mixture of that oil. Also, black seed oil is good in the wild hair growth. That's really good. But I don't really buy products. I don't buy a lot. I use Cantu. There's one product from them that I like. But I use all the stuff that you could find in the store on my hair. And it has grown my hair. And I've been using that for 3 years since I've been a natural. And I did pick up the shampoo and conditioner because that's what I usually buy out of the store is shampoo and conditioner. And I wanted to try it because it had the Jamaican black castor oil in it. But I mean, when they did a commercial saying they were going to basically pull their product from the little minority section and put it up there with all the other products, because that told me right there I really didn't want to be affiliated with the product. I haven't contributed really any money to build this empire because I already knew. I already knew what was going to happen. I mean, it was the same thing with Carol's daughter. I never bought that. I bought a bottle of, I believe it was conditioner, because that's what I really, really need. My hair is so dry, I need conditioner like all the time. But yeah, I bought a bottle of her conditioner and I never bought anything. I was like, I refuse to pay these prices when there's other things out there that I can use. And we can see what happened with her when she started being extra inclusive. And I even felt like her products, by the time I bought that bottle, did nothing for my hair. I used that bottle and I never bought anything again. And it's the same thing with Shea Moisture. I bought 2 bottles, shampoo and conditioner, and that's basically been it. And that's going to stay it. I'm not buying anymore. I wasn't someone who really had, really bought Shea Moisture. So I wasn't a real supporter. So I'm not one of those people who were like, I built this brand and I invested, not invest anything. But to hear white women talk about hair struggles is bullshit. It's insulting and it's offensive. A struggle with what? What the hell do you have to struggle with other than getting lice out of your head? There's nothing that you are struggling with, and there's no historical anything that shows, the start of your struggle, because you don't have one. Becky just wants to be included in everything. If Becky is not included in everything, Becky will have a heart attack, faint, fall out, and just, have to have an IV drip and all of that. The Beckys have to be involved. They can't take being pushed off to the side, and they can't take, not being the focus of, everyone's attention. and, you know, coloring hair or something like that, or you're getting lice out of your hair does not equate to black women's struggle. I mean, there's documented. Tyrese was talking about weaves and women, you know, in the industry sleeping around, which I get that, you know, wearing themselves out down there when who are they sleeping with? He's been talking about Team Natural and going in on black women, and we know the little comment Trick Daddy said, and Terrence Howard saying go get you a white woman. When Tariq Nasheed, which I haven't done any like video on him, because at this point there are so many videos out there about him. You should know what he is at this point. He is for black men. He is not for black women. He has a biracial wife, even though he tries to call himself a pro-black. He's fighting for blacks. You know, he'll take that moniker on, but black women get disrespected in his comment section. He disrespects black women. He threatened violence on a black woman, and he goes after Tommy Sotomayor, when, to me, Tommy Sotomayor and Tariq Nasheed are two different sides of the same coin. And then what further pissed black women off is black women were saying the formula changed. And that was in the first commercial. And now this constitute a strike 3. So you got chances, you know, you got it wrong 3 times, and now they're done. So the white women that you want to put in the commercial, the biracial women you want to put in the commercial, hopefully they can take up for you and pick up the slack and spend that money and help you out. Because I would never tell black women to take their hard-earned dollars that they go out there and work for and take that money and give it to a business just because it's black owned. Take the disrespect because it's a black owned business. Because these black males who are saying that shit, if a black woman had a product and she was marketing it to black men with a specific issue, and black men use Shea Moisture as well. So if it was a black man and he looked like Jesse Williams, they definitely would have a problem with Jesse Williams representing them. So I call bullshit. Black women can do whatever the fuck they want with their money. And don't ever let nobody tell you what you have to do. The nerve. But here, Tariq Nasheed wanted to jump in, and they drug his ass too. Saying, so y'all don't want to boycott businesses like Asian nail shops that beat up black women, companies that support Trump, but Shea Moisture is the issue. Yes, because Shea Moisture should have black women's back, period. If they wanted to cater to somebody else, they could have done just like Pantene and just made a specific line for white women and biracial women, because black women, biracial women, and white women, we have different type of hair. It's different. What we need for our hair is not what they need for their hair. And he did not have to go through any of this. All he had to do was make a separate line. And on top of that, there's another picture out here being shown, but they did said, we can't thank you enough for your loyalty and support. It's wonderful people like you keep us going strong. Tariq, fuck Shea Moisture, and the same to Tariq Nasheed. He's just happy because now his biracial wife has a product for her. So this right here is a picture that's floating around talking about supporting a black owned business just because a black man, his mother, and maybe a black person is the executives. But who are they hiring to make this a black owned business? I see a Christine who is VP of Brand Strategy, Katie, who is part of marketing, Heather. I don't know that name, but yeah, this looked like 4 white women. So it really is keeping with the theme of the company. He said, forget these Negro women. They can do what they it's I don't know what it is, but after they have climbed up on black women's back, then they want to look down at them and shit on black women. I don't understand this. I mean, this stupidity. How many times does this have to happen? Just like John Ridley, whatever it was, movie, film, show, whatever it was, with Idris Elba, and it tanked because he wanted to erase black women. 2017 is the fuckboy year, as Thought Crime said it is. It's the year of fuckboys, and that's all you see is fuckery going on, trying to erase black women. And I said this in the video I did about Tyrese. This was the start. I mean, it's been happening, especially in the music industry, as far as black women not being on the screen, and then white men, that have Hollywood, they're not going to put black women up there above their women. And black men were bringing in biracial, racially ambiguous women and white women. And now you have these companies, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. They are trying to erase black women completely. And I find it absolutely disgusting. You don't want to be free of white supremacy. You don't want to be free of slavery because you are benefiting from it. There is something that you are getting out of this, is the reason why you keep doing this shit that will sabotage you. Really what they want is they want to throw the white man down. They want to sit on his throne and take his place and resume what he is doing. But they just want to be in his place. They don't really want to change it. And they just want black men lifted up. They want that racially ambiguous woman on one side, the white woman on the other side, black women completely gone. I don't know how they think they're going to replicate their black ass, but they want to erase black women out completely. That type of hatred, that type of venom is disgusting. I can't even blame that on white supremacy. I'm sorry, I can't. That is deeper than that. I think it's really, really, really messed up what's going on, especially, by the hands of our own against black women, when we've never done anything. We've been right there in slavery. We were being abused and attacked in slavery. We fought for civil rights. We were right there in their corner. And now to be done like this, to be disrespected like this, to be spat on like this, it is just unfreaking believable after everything. And this just shows me this loving togetherness. Like I said, I do believe there are a lot of black people, men and women, who will come together and who can come together. But what cannot be denied is there is a hatred for our own. If we push white supremacy out, what we are going through at the hands of white supremacy should be enough to push us together. But the more we get pushed together, the more we just want to kill each other. And even though white supremacy has a hand in it, this is something that is beyond white supremacy. This hatred, the fact that white people can play on this hatred. Like I said, the devil, the deceiver, can only walk through a door that's open. And this is an apology letter, I guess. Basically saying, that they messed up. I'm not finna read this long ass fake ass apology, because I really am not buying it. They are on damage control right now. They really are. And they threw, a couple of black people in there just to save face. But yeah, it's just another one that I can add on to my list of, people or companies or, anything like that. They're trying to erase black women. And it's really pissing me off. It's making me mad. It is really disgusting. And it seems like nobody cares. Of course, white women don't care. Of course, biracial women don't care. Of course, other groups of people don't care. But it's really hard when you don't have anyone in your corner when everybody else does. And a lot of these women have their own men in their corner. And we don't even have that. And that shit is sad. But I'll go ahead and leave it here. Let me know what you think. I don't even know how Tariq Nasheed got in the middle of this. He needs to sit his ass down and sell his shitty ass DVDs. But go ahead, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.